Hey, it's Jacqueline coming to you from my daughter's car. I thought it would be good to grab a quick moment and connect in with you and just see how you are doing on your quest for what you're looking for. As you know, I'm always thinking of different thoughts and ideas in support of the angels and soulmates and living your purpose-driven life. Something that I think is so important is that we take the time to get in alignment with what we actually want, what we dream about, what we desire. It's so easy to get caught up in society's expectations, from car ownership, jobs that you gotta punch the clock, homes that you have to be staying at, communities that you need to be supporting and being involved with. But then there's also this big, beautiful world that I keep exploring, and I keep thinking that I'm gonna wanna settle down and just have a house and a picket fence. And I do kind of want to get a dog, though, I have to admit. A dog has been calling me lately. But what I'm really getting to the reality is that this is an exciting chapter of my life where I am still flexible and mobile. Mind you, I have a storage unit that I do need to deal with, and I will be taking care of that by the end of the month. But what I'm realizing so much is that I've been having this reflection time since getting back from New Zealand and thinking about how many different perspectives I have gained by talking with people in their country, on their travels, in their hometowns, at their places of business, and not just assuming or letting media or the social world that we live in come up with all of the conclusions. You know, we so often hear comments to the effect of, oh, I heard that on the news, or I watched a little video on that, or I watched a documentary on it. But there's just nothing like the real deal. Talking to people in their language, in their culture, in their community, in how they live their life every day. Because all they know is the life that they have right there, then and now. And we can spend so much time talking about what's happening at the neighbors, what's happening in another state, another part of our country of USA, or we can go and explore. We can become educated. We can live in a real world. We can push our comfort zone. We can appear to the life we want by actually participating and not just talking about it, not just suggesting ideas. I keep feeling like I get torn between living what society has taught me to do and experience, and then what I want to do. What time frame I'm on is different than the rest of the world. It's so fascinating when you stop and think and pause and reflect on life and where you want to go and what you want to do and what matters to you. But part of my silent retreat that I did in New Zealand was to get my thoughts to supersede everybody else's thoughts. And that's not easy to do. Even when I was doing it pretty well for the first week, I kind of got to where I was like, oh, but I'm so used to everybody buzzing in my ear and so many other distractions. It was hard to just not think, well, what would people say if I'm not listening? It's so funny because we kind of, even when we try to tune it out, it's still playing in our minds. It's like a detox from society in general. So I don't know. I mean, maybe it means I'm supposed to keep traveling. I am a traveling girl more than I think I want to admit, because it's tiring carrying your suitcase. It's tiring looking for the next place to stay. It's tiring figuring out things. But boy, does it stimulate my mind. Does it get my thoughts going? Does it make me feel alive and awake? I'm not telling stories through other people's stories. I'm telling stories because of my real life, because I'm actually walking into a little pub that I'm called to and find out that I meet somebody who loves the areas that I know, and we're 7,000 miles away from those areas. I love that people are reaching out and wanting to spend time together. They want to hear more about the story of my country or countries that I have visited. I love that I am living out loud, that I'm not living quietly, conservative, holding back because I'm worried about everybody else's thinking, feeling, and doing. So I'm curious for you. How open are you to learning other people's perspectives? A thought that I've always shared is a shift in perspective, meaning a 15-degree shift. So like if you've got your eyes here and you turn 15 degrees, your view has shifted. And what I think is so important is that we need to become more aware about what other people are going through, other people are experiencing, not to grieve for them or to become like super volunteers or to justify behaviors, but we have to also see life through their eyes if we really want a more open perspective. By being more open, we can understand where they're coming from. They might not have the same information. They might have different influences. They might have different backgrounds. Chances are they probably do. And the only way that we're going to really move to the next level of our awareness is to have a compassionate and open heart to others, and to understand that we might not actually understand everything. We might not have all of the answers, but we do have an opportunity to become informed, educated, and authentically compassionate. We can understand that sometimes we don't get to know everything. Sometimes our truth is just going to be that. We only know what we know, and we have to let go of what we don't know or aren't willing to know more about. What do you think about this perspective on being more open, more alert, and more aware of what other people are going through, what other people are being influenced by, and also understanding that the truth lies in our commitment to educate ourselves. If we're not open to traveling, then join some other groups and communities that aren't like all of your usual friends so that you can be in a new place. You can have a fresher perspective. The world is beautiful. The world is full of possibilities. Remember that everybody is living their own human existence. So a little extra compassion, patience, perseverance, communication, and love will go a long ways. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, because I'm going to keep sharing good things with you as I am pulling together the details of my new business. Since I've sold my matchmaking agency, it's time to share something new and good with you, and I'll let you know it's going to be juicy too, and a splash of deliciousness. Let's keep this conversation going.